Hi, GPreptiles here. So today I'm gonna record a video of how to set up an egg tub for your eggs to incubate your box inside the incubator. I already did this video some time ago, but since I'm recording it again in my native language, I decided to do it also in English, so have an updated version, although not much changed since then. But here is everything you're gonna need to set up your egg box. And this, I believe, is the easiest and the most idiot-proof, let's say, method to do it. I never had any issues. So what we're gonna need is a tub, obviously. I'm using the one that has secure locks right here. So the tub is approximately 30 centimeters in length, 20 centimeters in depth, let's say, and the height is 15 centimeters. Then I'm using a piece of baking paper, just a regular baking paper. Then an egg crate, which is used for lighting, I believe, and you can also get it in aquarium stores. A sponge. This is just a regular bathing sponge that you can buy in any supermarket for very, very cheaply. And of course, some water. So let me move the camera and show you what exactly do I do. Okay, so we got our egg box. And next, the sponges. I actually bought the ones that would mostly fit my tub. As you see, they fit quite nicely. There are two regular ones and the one that I cut in half just to fit and make it more whole, let's say. So here are the sponges, and what you want to do is put some water onto the sponges, just so that they are approximately dipped in half. Although you should also push them a little bit so they absorb the water, and after they absorb the water there should be still around half of them soaked below the surface. So let me go ahead and pour the water and show you what I'm talking about. Of course, there was not enough water in my bottle, so I had to cut the video and put a little bit more water inside the tub. But as you can see, there is around half of the sponge underneath the water, and that's enough. That's exactly what we need. So let me move this back. And next step you want to do is actually to put the crate in. Because this only holds the humidity. You cannot put the eggs exactly directly onto the sponges. They are too wet. So also, before you put it in, these come in a pretty big sheet, so you have to cut them to the size of your tub. So I cut it to fit almost perfectly. And this way, when you put the eggs on this, they do not have any direct contact with the water. Also, of course, the sponges prevent it from splashing, which is pretty cool. And the reason I use sponges is because I was using vermiculite before, but this is just a way cleaner method, because the vermiculite is sticky, it sticks to everything, the snakes are dirty in it, it's getting on the snakes everywhere. And the sponges are also reusable. You don't have to buy new ones. You just have to rinse them off after incubation period, and you can reuse them for probably several times. So that's how it looks. Now let me go ahead and show you how it looks after you put the eggs inside. And after the eggs are inside, you just put the baking paper on top of it, like so. Kind of like this, and then you just put the lid on it, and the paper actually prevents the water from dripping onto the eggs, because the condensation is pretty heavy in this tub, especially since I'm not using any of the holes in the tub, and there is no holes in the lid, so the condensation is pretty high. Sometimes it's dripping on the eggs, and we do not want that, so that's why I use the baking paper. It stops the humidity from condensating, I think, on the top. I don't know if I said it correctly, but from doing that and dripping on the eggs. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the eggs inside the tub and the finished, let's say, tub that goes into the incubator. Here we have a different egg box that I just pulled out from the incubator, and as you can see, there is some condensation already starting to build, and these eggs are for about a week inside the incubator so far. Let me check. Yes, they were laid on 9th of January, and it's 19th today, so 10 days. So you can see that it's already starting to build after 10 days, and the paper just keeps it from dripping on the eggs, like I said before. So let me go ahead and open it and show you how the eggs look inside. Okay, so this is how it looks inside. I use some of the laundry clips so that they hold some of the eggs. They prevented them from rolling when they're not stick together. I had to pull them apart just to fit them inside the tub. Also, it's important to not place the eggs the way that they should touch any of the sides of the box, because as you can see here, the condensation is also building on those, which is not good for the direct contact with the eggs. Another thing I didn't mention before is that it's good to prepare the whole box maybe a week or two before the female should lay. And you should put the box empty inside the incubator with water, of course, with everything, so that it gets it holds the same temperature as the whole incubator. Because then after you put the eggs, they're already kind of prepared for the appropriate temperature. Okay, so I guess that's it. Let me close this. Also, you can try to maybe stretch it a little bit, like that, because you can see it goes under the rand here. Okay, never mind. Also, what I do is I put some information on the side of the box, which is basically for me. Of course, you don't have to do it, but this way I know by looking inside the incubator exactly what clutch this is. So I just put the initials of the female and the male, what was the pairing, the date it was laid, which is 9th of January, how many eggs are there, the weight of the whole clutch, and big date of when the eggs are due to hatch. So this is how I prepare my egg box. Hope you enjoyed this quick little video. If you have any questions, just comment, let me know. Of course, like the video, subscribe for the channel if you haven't already, and see you guys in the next one.